My name is Debra Tate, and I am the middle sister to Sharon Tate.
Sharon Tate, a model and budding Hollywood movie star, best known for her breakout role in Valley of the Dolls.
Let's face it, all I know how to do is take off my clothes.
She was building her family with famous director Roman Polanski when the unthinkable happened.
She was physically perfect, but more important than that, she was an absolutely beautiful soul, had a wicked sense of humor.
Debra Tate speaking exclusively to ABC News, saying the killing of her sister and others by members of the Manson family changed the lives of her loved ones forever.
My dad retired from the military. He went out on his own quest to find the killers. It affected everything.
Debra has since made it her life's mission to help keep the Manson family members behind bars, including the newly released Leslie Van Houten, who was not directly involved in her sister's murder.
Is she a nice girl? No. We're talking about one of the most murderous cults in America. Is it worth giving that a free pass? There are a lot of people that I would give a free pass, but these people are not amongst them.
Van Houten had spent the past 53 years in prison for her role in killing Rosemary and Leno LaBianca. The then defiant 19-year-old eventually became a model inmate, according to court documents, earning both a bachelor's and master's degree while behind bars and volunteering as a prison tutor.
She has hundreds of letters from former inmates, and they didn't forget Leslie, and they attributed the foundation of their rehabilitation to Leslie.
Van Houten was convicted and sentenced to death row in 1971. Her punishment later reduced to life in prison with possibility of parole when capital punishment was outlawed in the state.
She has no true remorse, but is focused on being a model prisoner so she can gain her freedom.
Despite the fact that she fatally stabbed Rosemary LaBianca 16 times, Rich Pfeiffer, Van Houten's attorney, says she's earned her freedom.
Leslie's always, since I've known her, always gone ahead and taken complete and full responsibility for everything.
Van Houten filed more than 20 appeals. Here she is on her 19th.
As a rehabilitated woman, I would like to state that the insight I have gained is not meant to excuse any of my acts.
California Governor Gavin Newsom and his predecessor have blocked her parole a total of 4 times. Newsom decided earlier this month to no longer stand in the way, telling ABC News in a statement he is disappointed by the Court of Appeals' decision to release Ms. Leslie Van Houten, but will not pursue further action as efforts to further appeal are unlikely to succeed. 53 years after the Tate LaBianca murders, Van Houten was released earlier this week, her freedom coming in the quiet of the night.
They want to avoid the press. They want to avoid a big scene. And she wanted the same thing. She wanted respect for the victims' families, not to be sensationalized, and just move on to the next chapter of her life.
The former convict's current whereabouts are unknown to the public.
She's in a confidential transitional living facility because they want to give Leslie a chance to assimilate into the community like a normal person would. Job offers have come along. She's not going to have any problem getting a job.
Van Houten's release now raising questions over the future of 4 other Manson family members still behind bars.
So Bruce Davis, I do think he'll be the next one out. He might be the only one out. The 3 remaining are Tex Watson, Patricia Krenwinkel, and Bobby Beausoleil. Krenwinkel might get out. Beausoleil has lied and changed his story about how the murders happened. He's gotten involved in a lot of prison infractions. I don't think he'll ever get out. And Watson just was too much of a mastermind of the actual killings. I don't think he's ever told the truth about the murders either. So,
for the family members of the victims, the grief is still real. The memories still raw. Corey LaBianca, daughter of Leno and Rosemary LaBianca, telling Nightline, her release may be considered legal, but to me and my family, it is ethically and morally wrong. For Debra Tate, staying involved in the proceedings for other Manson family members is her mission.
I have 4 other Manson family inmates that are coming up for parole in between now and the end of the year, and I will attend to those. I will fight and do what I do, and that's all I can do.